In this video, a bunch of our cousins come up to the island for a fun snowmobiling trip. We get stuck and have fun exploring. Come along for this winter adventure.
Hi, my name is Peter. I'm 22 years old, and for the past 8 years, I've been living on the road and off the grid with my family, documenting our journey on our YouTube, The Epic Family Road Trip. Today, I'm sharing my adventures on my own channel, The Adventure Guys. My dream is to show you the remote places of the world by land, air, and sea, and to one day buy some land and build a homestead.
Well, today is an awesome day. We got all that snow in last night. It kept going for most of the night, and there's probably somewhere between 20 and 30 centimeters, exactly what was forecasted, of fresh powder all over the lake and on the trees. And it's really a snowmobiling paradise now, and just a winter wonderland in general. So my dad and I are gonna head out and just test out the powder and have some fun, and then hopefully my mom will go out and take her new sled out on some of the trails that we opened up yesterday and enjoy it with all this fresh snow.
It was great to be able to spend time with my dad out in the snow. Having our own snowmobiles makes winter especially fun. The lake is now open to explore, and we are free to enjoy all that this season has to offer. Today is sunny and beautiful, and the fresh snow is so much fun to ride around in. After spending some time out riding together, my dad decided to head indoors, and I continued on to explore a trail we had gone on years past and get it open before some of the lads arrived from down south to go snowmobiling.
Well, that's awesome. That's a trail we did 2 or 3 years ago now. Comes out to this kind of open area here. It's like a mini lake. It collects a ton of snow throughout the winter, so especially right now with all this powder, but this is just one layer, hopefully, of many that will come by the time February comes around and we're hitting the peak of our snow season around here. But this is protected on either side by all these trees. Barely any wind comes through, but the snow just drops straight on it. So you get, by the end of the season, a couple of feet of powder that's mostly untouched. And it makes it for a lot of fun riding. Sometimes you can just come in here, you hit the gas, and you're just wheeling the entire way. So it's a fun trail. It also leads to one of the OFSC trails that's around here, a couple of kilometers into the bush. But it looks like I was following old tracks that were coming in here, and that's a friend of ours on the lake. They've been around for a long time, a lot longer than we have on the lake, and they know all these trails, and they often are the first ones on them, and they open them up and clear them each year. So I can see his old tracks in here. That's how I knew exactly where to go through the forest there. But with all that extra powder on the branches and trees and in the woods, it was a fun little ride. So I'm going to continue on a little way. but because I'm solo, I'm not gonna go too crazy or too far in there, but I'm gonna get this a little bit open because pretty soon here, some of the lads from down south, a lot of our cousins and friends are gonna be coming up with their snowmobiles, and we can come out here and have some serious fun, so long as these trails are opened up or we at least know where to go. So yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing forward. This is the funnest kind of riding when there's this much powder out here. Burying all the way up to the front of the sled. It's so loose I can't really wheelie in it, but it's fun.
My Uncle Seth and his boys, Stefan, Ryan, and Troy, made it up to the island today, as well as my Uncle Ben and his sons, Austin, Caden, and Weston. All of them brought their snowmobiles, and we are all eager to head out and explore the lake and surrounding wilderness. With 7 snowmobiles total, it's shaping up to be a fun adventure. My GoPro froze as soon as we started out for the trails together, so I don't have much footage of our ride with all the boys. Soon after having some fun in the deep powder, Dan got stuck in a small creek as we tried to make our way further down the trail. Yank on that thing.
Still ice in the front of it.
Yank that bugger.
Ooh.
Oh, yum. Soup.
Here, lean back, Dan, not on the sled, and then yank on it.
Oh, I'm just sliding in while I'm doing that.
Holy.
Pulling it now. Do that again, Steph. Sick.
So you get that aiming upwards. Someone grabs that side, tie a rope on the front, and I'll pull it that way.
Sounds like Silverado when they bring the chest down into the thing. Here, watch yourself. Try to grab that skeet in with all your might. This rope you use for something?
Yeah. Tie that around that ski loop.
Ski with you could lift the ski with that.
I could probably try to just pull her out. Yeah, it's like right at the tip of the ski is the thickest part of the ice I can't break with my foot.
Stink.
Why'd you choose here to go through
Stink
then?
on a rock.
I just thought it'd be fun. Make everything interesting.
Stink on a rock. Can't do a trip without getting stuck. Battery. Oh, it's moving.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. Keep going.
Bring it up. Yeah.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Take one. Give me that now. I'm gonna pull it this way.
Oh my goodness.
It's really buried in mud.
Oh, it's buried in mud.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we can get it now.
Now we can pull.
If I pull,
I wish we had a
pull
board
on
or
both
something
skis
stick
and go-
under there.
Go slow.
yeah,
Run over
As long as that one pops above that, we're good.
you go boom, someone grabs
It's like a
down.
foot up though. Yeah, that is a long way up.
Yeah, it'll go up.
wouldn't it
As
be
long
better?
as the skis are there.
I guess. Oh yeah, it's going. We're going. Maybe we can
Yeah,
pull
pull
ahead.
Tighten that up.
I'll keep this thing up.
Yeah.
You did it.
Or
Oh, the
she's not broken.
Somebody fire that thing up.
Doesn't even look bent.
After about an hour of digging the sled free, we continued on down the trail, racing and having fun.
That was fun. Did a big trail with all the guys, our uncles. Big loop. One end of the lake, all through the forest, through multiple lakes, and then onto an OFSC trail, and then back around through a couple other lakes in the woods. But we had a bit of an adventure for a minute as we were crossing these little rivers. Dan went over one behind a guy a little too slow and broke right through, and his snowmobile was stuck in the water for a good hour. We had everyone yanking to get it out, and thankfully it's here and nothing was damaged, so it's actually really good, but it was buried. That was a bit of a scare. So tired.
Yeah, it's hard work.
You
Those
should
are heavy
see the
machines.
footage when that thing was almost under the water, just stuck in like the mushy river. We couldn't get that right or left side ski out for an hour.
Is it bent?
No, it's tipped up a little bit
Oh.
from us pulling on it, but
Crazy.
it's all good. Thankfully, I was worried. I was like, oh, he broke off the arm or whatever that is, and that ski's gone. But
I'm glad y'all made it back safely.
It was great having our Uncle Seth and his boys up for the day. It's been nearly a decade since the last time they were at the island. We had a ton of fun riding in the snow together and talking about old times. With the sun setting, our cousins from Ottawa load up and head across the lake to make their way home. We look forward to having them up here again soon.
So Stefan and those boys just left back home. But right now I'm gonna go over to my Uncle Ben and his boys, and we're gonna go explore some lake that's far up the north arm of our lake through a woodland trail we've never been on. Just do some exploring and hopefully get to that one lake with really good bass fishing in the winter, so you can do some really fun ice fishing potentially. But yeah, I'm gonna head over there right now and we'll start heading while there's still daylight. that's so fun. I love seeing Wes out there with his dad, my Uncle Ben. He just takes him out and they do awesome adventures. I think they've got their own YouTube channel, Weston's Adventures. And it's super cool. He loves doing everything. He loves playing with Lando and riding four-wheelers or snowmobiles and adventuring and camping with his dad and his brothers. This will be a fun little adventure. None of us have ever been to this particular lake, and really we've only heard of it from word of mouth from someone the other day when we were ice fishing. They told us about it, so hopefully she's accessible and there's no fallen trees or anything that'll block us, and we can go see something new.
Riding the snowmobiles through trails like this one is a lot of fun. These trails were cut by locals many years ago to get to and from certain sections of the lake or to lakes which surround our own. The area our island is located in is surrounded by thousands of lakes varying in sizes from small to quite large, and tens of thousands of acres of crown land and provincial parks. In the winter you can explore these areas on OFSC trails or by off-trail riding, carefully navigating your way through the thick forest. My preference is to bushwhack and explore untamed wilderness, though it can be very difficult to do. Even though we had heard of this trail to a new lake, we didn't know exactly where it was. I assumed this opening into the forest was the trail we were looking for.
I think this is the wrong trail. Huh?
Not possible to go through here?
I don't think it's the right trail.
There was one back there.
Yeah, that's to get to the other side.
Is that not where we're going, or we're going to Scar?
Trying to get to Scar.
Well, the path we initially took wasn't the way in. It's just as far as I can tell, someone does maintain it as maybe a walking path in the summer, or could possibly be a snowmobile track, but with the light fading and everything, it's not the right time to go exploring in the middle of the woods. We'll end up stuck a couple kilometers from nowhere. So we're gonna head down the lake to another spot and to a different lake that we go on a lot with sea-doos in the summertime, but I haven't been there yet in the winter, so we might go explore that if it's not too slushy.
Was it open water?
It looked like it was cracked ice.
It kind of cracked down, but I don't know.
What?
It almost seemed like cracked ice over there.
No way.
Yeah, under the bridge.
That's sketch.
That was a little sketchy.
After riding a short way up the river run, we decided to head back since it was now dark and the conditions ahead were rather sketchy.
Oh no! Y'all giving out a bit?
It's just slipping.
Open it up. See it?
Can't see it without this thing on.
Ew. That sounds horrible.
That doesn't sound good.
At least we made it right here.
At least it's somewhat on land.
Well, we made it to this creek area. You can see behind me, it's a pretty narrow section of water. In the summertime, this is literally just a path as wide as a sea-doo is, and the rest is all lily pads and reeds. And it's a super shallow, narrow path for probably a couple kilometers. Actually, a really fun little, we call it the river run, but a really fun little path that leads up to two other lakes that are up in there. They're smaller lakes, a bit more secluded. Only access is from the river here and then from a really old logging road that goes in there, but it's hard for the Jeeps to get into, so most vehicles can't. But both those lakes have some pretty good fishing. I've even heard there's apparently walleye in there, and it's a place Dan and I have wanted to test out fishing in more of, but with how hard it is to get in there, except for by sea-doo, and we don't own a sea-doo. We haven't done it too often, but now with a fan boat, I want to come back here in the spring and summer and try some fishing. But we were going to keep going in on the sleds in here, but it was super slushy, and then Ozzy's sled is having an issue with its belt. Unfortunately, it seems a little loose, so it's slipping on its clutch, but we'll see if we can't fix it and make it back to the cabins tonight.
Keep going there.
The belt's probably fine though, eh? You just reuse it? Or?
Yeah. She looks like she's got nothing on it.
Yeah, looks brand new. So what do you think
Definitely.
the problem was? Like,
Clutch rollers. So random.
try moving that top one again. It doesn't move.
Seized. Can't even tow it now.
Yeah. Well, we were about to tow a sled and then just doesn't move at all. The track doesn't move on the sled, and then that upper, what's that thing called? Your secondary clutch?
Yeah.
Doesn't move at all. So something on there seized, and now we're left in the dark wondering what to do. I mean, we could leave the sled,
Yeah.
but it's kind of scary. Are we gonna leave her then?
I left not knowing what to do. I guess we're leaving her. Leaving her for now. Just take the key.
So that was a bit of a crazy ride. My eyeballs are frozen because my goggles battery died, so they don't have any anti-fog. So I had to pull them down, and it's like minus 30 something, and you're going 100 kilometers an hour. It's pretty cold on your eyeballs. But we got Ozzy and Caden back. They just double rode on the one sled, and we have left Austin's brand new snowmobile just sitting out there for tonight at least, until we can attack this problem with some daylight and some more manpower. It's unfortunate, but overall pretty good day of riding. All right, well, it's the next day and getting a bunch of snow compared to yesterday's clear blue skies, but me and Austin are gonna head over to where we left the sled last night and try to recover it. So they're gonna be towing a trailer. We'll just lift the back end of the sled into the trailer, and then hopefully you can tow it right out just with the skis still in the snow. The sled should be able to tow it out, and we can get it up into their truck, and then it's good to go. And we've made a successful recovery. So that's the plan. Hopefully it works out, and he can get it back to get repaired, and then head back up here and have a funner time without any issues. Because that's just the worst thing that can ever happen, is with a brand new sled, some dumb little issue like that. But yeah. So we're gonna head out there and do that before they have to head home, because there's some ice rain expected tonight, and it's better not to be caught in that when you're trying to drive on the highways. And then they also salt and plow during the winters, so they want to get back before that all happens. Sled's still here. I guess we'll just have to turn her around and then. Yeah, for sure. Now comes the harder part.
Yeah. Lifting it.
Get out of there. Let's just work on getting the back onto there.
Yeah.
Then you can reverse and I'll try to lift it and get it in.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. A little higher? Yeah. Well, we got her in there. Now we're just hoping the skis will stay. Otherwise, maybe I just stand in the back with it, steer it. But the bad part is this section here is really slushy, as you can see from that track. Super wet. Unhitch this one, tilt it this way a bit. I'll hitch mine up and then just go. Yeah. All right, well, the smaller 600 can't pull through this slush. It's a pretty heavy load. As you can see, it's really slushy down there on the track, so thankfully my sled's the same hitch pin. We'll get it hooked up. See if mine can do it with bigger paddles. If only this wasn't pure slush, you could have just driven right out. Perfect. Uh-oh. Did you drop it or? Okay, good. So I'm thinking you might have to stand in there with it, at least for until we're on solid ground. Well, now I'm stuck. As you can see, the track there is fully submerged. So one of our last bets here is he's still got the tow rope in his, and we'll be able to hook the tow rope up to the front of my side, maybe give it the bump it needs. If both sleds are pulling it, we'll be able to yank it right out. But it's just so slushy in this spot. So it's rough going. This is not working out how we thought. Hopefully that holds and doesn't rip off a stock bumper. Hey, we got a visitor. Oh, it didn't work. Both sleds are stuck in this. If I wasn't towing, I could pull right out of this stuff, but that's a heavy load with a lot of drag.
Tight. 3, 2, 1.
No! Now we're never moving. That was rough. We almost had it out. Started to make it, had enough momentum to keep going, and then the sled slipped out. But at least this is a good foot or more of fresh powder. So hopefully we have the grip we need to pull it back out again and just keep going onto the truck. 3, 2, 1. Now we gotta come forward somehow. Yeah. There's no grip. 3, 2, 1. It's too hard to lift it from back there in there. Here, I'll try to pull back if you just focus on lifting up. 3, 2, 1. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we gotta go higher. Yeah. Maybe grab the track. 3, 2, 1. Come on.
Pull back. There was no grip to pull back.
Okay. Oh,
Nice.
I wonder when
I'm gonna be
Dan's
done
coming
for a
out.
couple weeks after.
If we had Dan and your dad or something, this would be easy.
Yeah.
Light work.
Must be an uncle. There's no. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Throw
Sounds
it
like he's coming, actually, of all things.
Nope. Oh, that's Dan.
Yeah. Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
We need you to help lift. We moved it from over there to here.
Over there. Got
Pure
stuck in
slush. And then it started moving and it fell out. And we got stuck here, so we need you to help us lift. 3, 2, 1. Back.
It's on the.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. All the way back. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yank. 2, 1. Lift and back. Back. One more. 3, 2, 1. You can probably hitch it right up now.
Yeah.
And then Dan, you flip your sled around. I'll hitch to the back of yours with this rope, and we'll yank together, pull out. Well, the cavalry's arrived. Dan made it, just as me and Ozzy were saying he'd never show up, but poor guy was up all night editing till like 4 a.m. but came out to help in the nick of time. So 3 of us, we were able to load it back up. I'm gonna hitch up properly to the trailer, to the hitch pin again, right to my sled, and then we're hitching up Mom's sled to the front of mine. It'll hopefully act like going 8 wheels with Jeeps or trucks, and just give me the bump I need when I start to get stuck. You can yank me forward, and we can just keep solid momentum right to our end goal. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going. Stay up. Run, Ozzy, run! Okay. Go. Go slow now. Slow. Okay. All right. Hopefully we make it right there. Not too long.
Well, we made it. Just barely got up the hill, and with both sleds tugging, and then thankfully there were some kind folks around to help pull us forward because we got stuck on the hill right here. Within 30 feet we got stuck, but had a couple of lads pull us out and we made it. So that's quite the change from a quick ride up a fun river run to being stuck overnight and then just dragging it out in the morning. But now all that's left is pulling it back up in this trailer here, and they'll be good to go home. You're gonna have to lift those skis. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. We're up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah. Thanks for the help, boy.
Yeah, no problem.
I literally feel like I'm floating right now. Like I'm so tired, but I'm awake.
Right.
Yeah. There's like.
I know that feeling.
All's well that ends well. We'll be back up, eh? Next weekend you'll be back ripping.
Oh yeah. This week.
Yeah, no problem.
Actually.
Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Just a weird random thing. Oh well.
Weird random little thing.
Weird random little thing to fix, and it'll be back in action. So all in all, fun weekend with the guys, and next weekend should be even more people up. Apparently everyone will try to come up if the snow.
Maybe even during the week.
Yeah.
There's no snow.
The snow holds down south. But yeah, quite the adventure. Anything can happen when you're on the trail.